Hey Google, I always like to remember our beautiful moments. You help me to find my way around the world. Even if I'm completely lost, you always put me on the right path. Tell me if I need an umbrella or if I get to the next appointment in time. And you make me laugh time and time again. When you presented your new self, you seemed to be terribly bored. In the past, you have always surprised and excited me. What happened? But I wanted to build on our good times, and in good faith I followed you despite many doubts. But when you finally arrived, the joy and anticipation were still great. I could not wait to get to know you better. Your new outfit is quite beautiful, although not everyone might think this way. But everyone knows inner values are much more important. But when it comes to the hard facts, you do not impress. A Snapdragon 855, 6GB of RAM, and 64 or 128GB of internal memory don't get anyone excited. Some might accuse you of being stubborn and point to your huge forehead. But I tend to think that you hide some big brain and very special skills there. You got something that no one else had before you. You can now feel my presence. You call this motion sense, and you always know when I am around. Your screen turns off when no one is there, and as soon as I reach for you, you try to recognize me. You have brought a lot of new technology, and so you usually recognize me incredibly fast. No matter if it's light or dark, if you are laying on your side or even standing upside down, you always recognize me reliably. Unfortunately, you also reveal our secrets when I sleep. Sometimes the anticipation seems so big that you unlock yourself a little too fast. If I just pick you up from the table to take you with me, you have already woken up. But then there are situations when you do not seem to notice me at all and don't even recognize me when I smile at you, and I have to poke you to wake you. Thanks to Motion Sense, I can now wave to you if I want to skip a song. This is a great party trick, but it was not really useful. It is nice that when you wake me up or remember me that the timer has expired, you notice when I reach for you and already quiet down. Sometimes I miss certain touches. Back in the day, I was able to stroke your back and you gave me the latest notifications without me having to reach all the way to the top. But of course, there's more to your inner values. The Google Assistant is something that you are very proud of, and you should have now become much faster and better. But this only applies if I speak English and do not use a Google Suite account. If I speak another language or want to use my Google Suite account, I'm stuck with the old Google Assistant. This does a fantastic job for sure, but still, it's the old stuff. New is an audio recorder which converts the recorded speech directly into text, and there's also a function for system-wide subtitles that build on that technology. But once again, it only works in English. My native language is German, so I feel a little left out. I really like your screen, though it's just a Full HD Plus resolution. I just always like to look at you, no matter from what angle. When I interact with you, it seems to happen quicker than ever before thanks to the 90Hz OLED. And I'm also very grateful that no one has cut into your screen or gave you a piercing. Your huge forehead is much better. Only the rounded corners are very extreme, but this fits well with your look. Your voice is loud and clear. It's just a joy to listen to you, even though these stereo speakers are not both forward-facing.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me. Now it's clear we are here back in your house.
Something I was especially looking forward to is your ability to take great pictures. After all, that is your expertise. You have not forgotten that, and the pictures just look great. You can now bring distant objects closer, and I personally like that very much. You really make an effort and go even beyond your optical abilities. You call that super res zoom. And for straight lines, that works really well. But when it comes to fine details, such as leaves in a tree, your optical abilities set a limit. You master the portrait mode very well, even if you sometimes make small mistakes. Just a pity that you have not gained a wider vision, as so many others have done. And maybe it's unfair because your pictures are really great, but because you already did that in the past, I honestly expected more. But I'm very grateful that you give me more control over my pictures. I can adjust the shadows and the brightness and can already see what the result will look like. At first glance, these are only small tricks you have learned, but I think these have been very worthwhile. But hold on, you have another trick up your sleeve. When it gets dark, you start to do magic. That you have always seen well in the dark is nothing new, but that you can reach for the stars is really impressive. Even if you need to spend some time doing so, the results are just fantastic. As you surely know, I have fallen for the video arts, and there you have bitterly disappointed me. Again, I must say in all fairness that the videos do not look bad, but my hopes and expectations were simply not met. Especially since there are others who can show you how it is done. Unfortunately, you also do not like to store our shared memories indefinitely and in the best quality anymore. Either I invest regularly in our memories, or it remains only a reflection of our memories. If we want to spend time near the water, I do not have to worry about you. We could even take a bath together. And even if I'm very critical of you in many cases, these are just grants at a very high level. However, where I cannot forgive you your weakness is with your stamina. We start the day together and I want to end the day with you. This is usually never possible. Either I have to plug you in, or you have to take a nap on a charging pillow for a while. Although I'm glad that you can live without a cable, having to recharge constantly is just not worth living for. And even if it gotten a bit better after we got used to each other, we never make it through a whole day without me having to worry that you will not survive the evening. I hoped so much for our relationship, but I have to be honest too. I don't think that we can make it work, and I think we should go separate ways. I wish you all the best for the future, and maybe we will meet again in a new life. Take care, Marco.